Sharon. Chris, as you know, I watch all your video posts and have recently read your book, which I love and enjoy. I still have some questions. I think the answers might have something to do with the mindset of Sea Org/staff members. But here goes. Why does going clear and getting to the higher OT levels take so long? An example was Tim DeWall, who explained his mission to get to clear, and years later he's no nearer. If the primary goals are to clear the planet and save all mankind, and the Scientologists believe they are in a race against time, why is it so difficult? I know it might be to drain money out of people and the levels actually don't work, but if the Sea Org and staff members genuinely believe what they are doing, rather than knowingly perpetuating the con, why are the case supervisors not approving people moving on more quickly or easily? Well, the real answer to the question, of course, is that it is a con, and that these states of being are something that are carrots on a string, right? That people keep chasing after, and that's why they keep paying for it. But why? Why does anybody who's within the world of Scientology put up with it, or how do they go along with this? And the reason is that, or what happens in the world of Scientology is that the people, the case supervisors and the auditors and the staff members do want people to get to clear and get up to OT, and they do want them to do it quickly. They actually do. They are in this mindset that they believe that these advanced courses, is what they call them, the OT levels, these advanced levels are the secret to saving the world. And they think that by getting people up to those levels and getting themselves up to those levels, that everything's going to change and that the world's going to become this musical, beautiful, wonderful, butterflies and unicorns sort of place. So what happens is the stops and the slows and the barriers to making it happen are introduced from the top. They come down from the top. They come from RTC or from International Management of Scientology, which is and pretty much always has been for the last 3 decades has been David Miscavige. It serves his interests to have everything go really slow because it doesn't work, right? The con has a carrot that is a dried, shriveled, yucky carrot that, once you get your hands on it, it doesn't taste so good. It's horrible. But when you keep it out there where people can't really see it so well, right? They keep going after it, and that's what happens in Scientology. Is people they have this idea in their head that this wonderful thing exists, and it doesn't. And if they get there and then realize that, they leave. And that's what has happened to a lot of people who have reached the upper levels of the bridge of Scientology, is they've left and they're now critics, or at least they don't participate anymore. So Miscavige has to convince those people who have reached those levels, or people who are on their way to those levels, that they didn't really get the full gains and benefits because they did something wrong. And that's why they're constantly being re-put back down and made to redo things that they've already done 2, 3, 4 times, right? And pay for the privilege of doing it. So it's not for lack of trying, it's not for lack of wanting, and it's not because the staff or the public, are okay with the fact that they can't get to these levels. They want to. And in fact, a common reason why people leave is because the runway has just been made, so long, so extraordinarily, insanely long and arduous that they just can't deal with it anymore, and they leave. And I worked with a lot of such people when I was recovering people into Scientology and trying to get them to, come on, you can still make it, sort of thing. And you can do that. You can get people thinking that they can achieve it again, and put some more false promises and hopes there, and get them to come back and try again, right? But I think as the word has gotten out more and more over the last 10 years about it, more and more people are wise to the con, and so that's why less and less people are involved.